Hey guys, I'm Rick.
I'm Bryan.
You knew that already.
From Deadzone, the podcast.
So we are getting ready to play a little intro game.
Yeah.
What are we playing, Bryan?
So we are going to be playing the Fall of Omega VII, the two-player starter set for Deadzone, and it's going to be Plague versus Asterians.
Well, I guess.
Here we
go for it.
All right, here we are. This is the playmat. This is on the back side, which has the little intro game for us. And so we're going to be playing a little game that goes to 5 victory points. Around the perimeter of the board, we have all the rules that you really need to get started here. And so with that, we're looking at the Asterian list, as it were. There's 3 models. A marionette with a no rifle, marionette with the phlogister.
Phlogister? I don't know what it means.
Which is a flamethrower. We'll go with that. And then the support drone, which has the twin no rifles. And so with that, we can see that there's some rules for shooting, some rules for it burns, all the little actions that you can do in Deadzone. And then Rick over here has some Plague minis all set up. And you've got a stage 3 ghoul and a stage 3Z zombie, and then a stage 3D dog.
A dog. My dog's on the board.
He's on the board.
So the fun thing about this, so most Deadzone games run about anywhere between 16 and 20 victory points. This startup game doesn't use command dice.
Nope.
And it also is only going to play until 5 victory points.
Yep. So
and guess what? Plague goes first.
Short, small game, but it's a great way to learn the rules. And here we go.
So I got to go first.
What you gonna do, Rick? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna run my zombie.
You're gonna run your zombie?
Yeah.
Where are you running your zombie
I'm gonna run my zombie right into this spot right here, right by the door.
Right by the door. Okay. So with that,
it goes to you.
It goes to me. All right. And so with Deadzone, with this being the intro game, Rick just used a sprint, which is a long.
I run.
It takes you two of your actions to do that. So I'm going to do a move or an advance action, as the language, the vernacular of our time.
Sure.
As the kids say. I'm going to move my marionettes with the regular no rifle on over, and I'm going to take a shot at the zombie here.
Uh-huh.
So a shoot action for me, which is another short action. I get 3 dice to start.
And it's a survive action for me, and I get 3 dice to start.
Yep. And I'm rolling to get 5s.
I survive on a 6. Ooh! I got 2.
And
you got 2 1s.
and as the dice would say, Bryan, you
don't do that.
Don't do it. All right, but that is my activation. If I had a command dice, I might be able to shoot him again.
Maybe, but we're not playing those.
We're not playing that just yet, guys. This is the intro game.
So
Rick, what's going through your head as you're making your decisions here?
I have to figure out how to get a shot off as soon as I can.
So Rick only has one guy that has a gun.
I do.
But it is a big gun.
Well, it's just a rifle. There's nothing fancy about it.
Gotcha.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy. So Plague moved on 2-3.
Yeah, they move fast.
So they moved 2 spots. So I'm going to jump through here. So go right over here to this corner right here.
It's a short action for him.
Get a shot off on that marionette there.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Why? All right, so I am going to be surviving with my marionette phlogister. Surviving on 5s.
I shoot on 6s.
Here we go.
I got 2.
I have 3.
Well, that shot didn't happen.
The shot goes wide, and the game continues. All right. So I think I should, let's see, demonstrate here. So the phlogister is a flamethrower, which means it has a very short range. So I'm going to move him a little closer here.
Range 2.
Range 2. Now, we didn't cover it earlier. Range is measured in cubes. And so even diagonically, we can use words, right?
It's the Deadzone set in the future.
Range 2.
So we make up our own words.
So I can hit the cube with the guy in there.
So I survive on 5s on this.
Yep. So I roll 3 dice on my shoot test, which was 5. So I got 3 successes.
I don't think your fire's going to do anything because I think I'm dead.
And he burns to death.
So I have 2 hit points.
Yep.
I have 1 success.
I had 3 successes. Wow.
Hey, look at that. So, yeah, I only block 1 of them. So.
Yep. So 2 wounds go through, which means his HP is 0 and he is dead.
And he is worth 1 victory point.
1 victory point. All right.
Well, that sucks. Now I have no range. Oh, boy.
I mean, in the grand scheme, your range is how fast you can move.
That's true. All right, go for it.
That was my turn.
Oh, that was your turn.
Yep. Unless you want, are you going to pass?
No. 1, 2, 3. I could score. Do you have a weapon drone?
I do have a weapon drone.
So
I shoot on 5s with that one and have weight of fire 1. In this case, weight of fire lets me reroll a missed dice on a shoot test.
So I think I'm going to run after that guy. So I'm going to do a sprint.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Sprint my doggy in there.
Sounds good.
Which gives me an extra dice.
All right. So Rick gets an extra dice because he charged in with his dog. I have the option to fight back or to survive. I fight on 6s. I survive on 5s. I like going big or going home, so I'm going to fight back.
I also have Frenzy 1, and I fight on 5s.
So it's his 5s plus a reroll to my 6s.
I got an 8 and a reroll.
So in Deadzone, one of the other awesome things is 8s explode. And as Rick's maniacal laughter might indicate, they keep exploding if you keep getting them.
And then, so I've got 5?
You got 5 to my 0.
Oh.
So it is my turn to say, that guy did.
That guy did.
Alrighty.
So that puts us both at 1 victory point.
Puts us both at 1 victory point. All right. And so now I have the option. I could go and shoot somebody, or I could go and try to capture an objective, which seems like the move to make, because it's 2 victory points for capturing the objective, which would put me at 3, versus maybe moving up and shooting a dog to death.
Yeah, and leaving me with a zombie.
which also is a very legitimate strategy.
That's true.
You know what? I think that's got to be our move. As tempting as it is, it's a guy with a gun.
It is.
Now I don't think I can quite get the angle to get a clear line of sight on that, especially with the cameraman right there.
Well, you know, from the top of your cylinder, you can see the whole dog. Because in 3rd edition, you go on a cylinder.
That is true.
So from your cylinder, from the top of your cylinder, you can see my whole base. So it is a clear line of sight.
Okay. So with clear line,
really hurts.
Clear line of sight gives me 2 extra dice on my dice roll. So it behooves you to stay in cover where you can.
Only I had command dice.
All right. And so I'm going to be shooting on 5s.
What is my dog surviving on? Survives on 5s.
And I have weight of fire 1. That's a 5 down there.
I missed again. There.
And here's,
stop rolling.
Here's my weight of fire.
Stop rolling. Stop rolling.
I think it was Bryan's turn to have a nice roll.
It was.
So there we go.
Oh. Well, so that's a dead dog.
That's 5. 5 for Bryan.
And I had 0. Even with the dice flying, I had 0.
Ouch.
Wow.
Right. So that's another victory point for Bryan.
Yeah. That really hurt.
So it's a rough day for the plague starting out here. But that is all of our activations.
Yep.
which means we check at the end of the round. Is anybody on the victory point?
Nope.
So no one is going to be getting that.
And the score is 2-1.
2-1. No one's gotten to 5 yet. So we clear the activation tokens.
And you went last.
I went last, which means
I go first.
Rick goes first.
So
you got a zombie.
I really want to go for the victory points, but I can't. Because if I go for the victory points, that gives you 2 shots on me.
It does.
It really does.
It does.
So I am going to go for your marionette right around the corner.
All right. And so, same kind of thing earlier for me. I'm going to try to fight back on 6s.
And I get my extra dice.
You get an extra dice for charging in.
And the zombies, so the cool thing about zombies is they have horde.
Yes.
But in this scenario, you only have 1 zombie, so horde doesn't really do anything for you.
So horde is an extra rule that basically the more and more zombies pile in,
the more dice you get.
The more dice you get.
But I do get 4 because I moved in.
Yes. Here we go.
Fighting on 5s. Oh boy.
And that's a whole lot of nothing for me.
Well, both of us. All right.
All right.
That works.
So it's a wash.
It's a wash. My turn is over.
All right. And so now it's my turn.
You're kind of in a predicament, actually.
Yeah. So I have the option. I could try to break away with this marionette.
Yep.
And potentially, go capture the objective.
Which gives me a free fight.
It gives him a free fight.
That you can't fight back.
That I can't fight back. I do survive better on 5s.
That's true.
I think this is going to be my move. All right, so we're going to try to play the objective here. So I'm going to try to move out of the cube towards the objective. Now, Rick gets a free fight.
I get my free fight, so I'm fighting on 5s. I don't get the extra dice on this one.
Correct.
So we're both playing on 5s.
Yep, I'm surviving on 5.
Come on, Levi. Where's my Levi dice? Dang it! My Levi dice said no.
I got 2.
I got nothing.
All right. So it was a short action for me to make that advance.
So now you can shoot through.
So I will turn around and shoot you on the way out.
In this case, I do have cover, though.
You do have cover, yep. So shooting on 5s for me.
5s again. Oh, boy.
Well.
I got 2. So I survived it.
You survived. All right. So that was my activation. Rick is out of guys.
I am done.
So that leaves my support drone to come over here.
Right there.
Right there. Another option for a clear line of sight, which gives me 2 extra dice.
And surviving on 5s.
And way to fire 1.
Well, I got 2.
I also have 2. Here's the reroll.
Ooh.
Just 2.
Yes!
So I'm
still alive.
The zombie survived.
I'm still alive.
All right. So this ended the round.
That's the end of the round. You score.
I score 2 victory points for being on the objective.
So it's 4-1.
4-1 with a zombie getting to go first.
Yeah.
So the fun thing is the support drone has no fight stat. It can only survive. If that is a consideration that you want to
It's not, because I have to kill the guy on the inside. I have to kill your marionette because you're at 4 points.
This is true.
So the only way I can potentially win is take out your marionette, score that spot, and then kill your support drone the next round.
True.
Which will put me right at 5.
And my support drone cannot go in. Well, it could go in and contest.
It could.
But it can't fight.
I can.
I would go in and survive.
You get an extra dice on surviving, though.
This is true.
You still get that.
So
that's what I'm going to do.
These are the kind of considerations you make when you're playing Deadzone. It's a very there's a lot of great depth with all the abilities that you're able to do, and the decisions you make. So
I'm going to get my extra dice and I'm going to fight you.
All right.
Are you fighting back?
My marionette is going to fight back.
Oh. I got 2 8s.
I have 1.
And 2 7s.
Total.
So, I got 5.
I have 1. So that is a dead marionette.
Right, so that did what I needed it to do. That put me at 2.
That puts you at 2. And you are now on the objective.
In every game I've ever played a Deadzone with a plague, I've never had a zombie last. Like, zombies are usually dead first.
Usually they don't last this long.
This is interesting.
Especially with a clear line of sight shot at him. So,
and luckily, because of where I'm at, you're not going to be able to get clear line of sight.
No. And I don't know. I think I have a shot at him that I could take before going in. Maybe. Actually, not from his torso.
So one of the cool things about Deadzone is sometimes you have to actually get down.
Yeah.
And actually take a peek at where your shot is. And see if the camera can get this.
Yeah. So.
Because he has no shot on my zombie in here.
So right from here, we're going to go upside down.
Yep.
Here we go. Woo! All right. So as you can see.
Nothing.
He's just tucked away enough. And Rick is actually very good about doing that type of maneuver.
I thought I had you earlier with the dog where I tucked him away, but I forgot that
because I'm taller.
Side, yeah.
All right, so that means
you got to move. So you got to either move to shoot, or move into the cube,
and not attack.
Not die, because I'm totally gonna fight you.
I think my odds are a little bit better if I go for the shot.
All right.
Yeah. So now I've got clear line of sight.
Yep.
Here we go again.
Come on, 5s.
Needing 5s. Way to fire 1.
Well, I got an 8. I got 3. Yes.
Oh man.
So
that's the end of the round.
The end of the round.
You scored 2. You score 2. We are now at a tied game, and you get to go first.
So there's a serious thought of me like activating and moving in the cube to a spot where you can't get clear line of sight from there.
Yeah.
Or anywhere, and making you take a shot at me, or coming out and attacking you.
These are all very difficult decisions to make.
I'm going to come out and fight you because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go do that and I'm going to come out and fight you.
Okay.
Because you cannot fight back.
Because I cannot fight back. So I know that,
which means I know I'm not going to die.
Yep.
Oh.
But you did just free up the objective.
I have to kill you.
You have to kill me with this.
Because if I don't kill you, wait. All right, screw it. No.
Here we go.
I made the decision. I'm fighting you.
It's like chess. You took your finger off the piece.
And that's
I survived.
3 with an 8.
I survived on 6s.
Another 8.
Oh no. This might be it.
1. So I got 4.
I have none.
Never in my life have I seen a zombie be the winner.
So my support drone dies.
Which gives me...
After 2 rounds of clear shot, way to fire 1, couldn't kill a zombie. I don't know, but these are strange guys.
Well, but at the same time, you're looking at the plague. So
yeah,
zombies work incredibly well when you have a pack of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can put 4 in a cube.
Right.
Which gives you a lot of dice on that fight. I mean, you have to survive.
Yeah.
So having a zombie in your start, like when we were first doing it, looking at this, and I'm painting it up and I'm looking at it, I was like, a zombie? Why would I use a zombie in a starter?
Right.
Especially when I know you have 3 guns.
I got a lot of guns.
That actually played incredibly well.
Yeah. And speaks to, I don't know if I want to say the swinginess of Deadzone, as much as I would say how intense it maintains throughout the game most of the time.
It is, because the way we played it, I shouldn't have won with a zombie. The fact that you took out my dog immediately, you took out my ghoul immediately, like...
I had a lot of guys...
You had everything going for you. But the dice said zombies are going to win.
The dice said zombies are going to win. And so that is the beginner set of the 2-player starter of the Fall of Omega VII. We hope you guys liked it. Feel free to leave comments below. And if you want to keep seeing this type of content, just let us know. Because we would love to keep doing it. And hey, what's next for this starter set?
So what's next is we are going to both finish building the Plague and the Asterians. Yep. And then we're going to flip the board over. And we're going to play 150 points.
Yes.
And that's 150 points is a good point value for the starter. It allows us to add some items.
Yep.
And of course, we're playing a full game, so we'll have our command dice.
Yes.
And I will definitely be running a lot of zombies. I think I might mark the base on that zombie as
the hero one.
The hero. This is my hero character.
She does have a gun.
She does.
Woo! She probably used it as a club.
But yeah, that's next for us.
MVP.
Of course, we're going to throw up some more videos of painting.
Yep.
Kind of joining us through this whole thing on playing this. I got a lot of plug to paint. Brian's got most of his Asterions already done.
Yeah,
he kind of jumped the gun on me.
I had a little bit I found myself a little extra free time. And I had... Sometimes when the painting bug bites you, you gotta go for it because you might lose that ambition.
Exactly.
But yeah, so thanks for checking out the video, everybody, and have a good night. Then what we do, like at Gen Con or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent size event. Tell me some things, Brian.
Well, there's some things that are to be told, Rick.
Tell all the stories.
All the stories. So, this one time, my